Hi, my name is Jenak, and I'm a junior at Santa Clara University. I grew up in Boulder, Colorado, which is where I am now. It's a beautiful day outside, and I think growing up in Boulder, exploring the outdoors is actually what influenced a lot of the opportunities that I have pursued at Santa Clara. I am majoring in environmental science. I have led countless backpacking and hiking trips with the student led outdoors club on campus, which is called Into the Wild. And I've also worked as an apprentice for the Forge Garden, which is the university's half-acre organic garden, and I've worked there for the past 2 years. I also recently decided to complete a minor in Spanish after returning from a semester studying terrestrial and marine ecology in Ecuador and the Galapagos. I had never spoken Spanish before arriving in Ecuador and learned so much through the intensive learning courses that I took and through speaking with the host families that I lived with while I was there, that after returning, it's not a skill that I want to lose. Even though I am a dedicated student in the classroom and love learning from my professors and with my peers, it is through the opportunities that I've pursued outside of the classroom that have influenced my passions and curiosities and helped me develop my skill sets both personally and professionally. One skill that I am particularly proud of that I have developed through my work at the Forge Garden is my ability to welcome people into a new space and engage in quality conversation with them. When students come to the Forge Garden to volunteer, they may have no prior experience in gardening, or they may have never even been to the Forge before. And so they're putting themselves out there by coming out to the garden, and I love to make an effort to welcome them into the space, learn more about them, tell them a little bit more about myself and about the garden, and teach them everything there is to know about volunteering in the garden, working in the garden, and collaborating with other people to run a really successful, sustainable, organic garden on campus. This skill has also allowed me to create a following of student volunteers who come to the garden almost every week. For some students who have never gardened before, after coming back a couple times and volunteering, they know just as much about gardening as the apprentices or as the garden manager. And it's really cool to track that progress of students coming to the garden, learning through working with their hands, learning about sustainable agriculture, and seeing how that really can impact their life, their relationship with food, or their relationship with the natural world. It is my work in the Forge Garden and my experience and the topics I've learned in the classroom that has inspired my interest in pursuing a career in sustainable agriculture. I am particularly interested in learning about how sustainable agriculture can be used not only to cultivate land to produce crops, but also to cultivate a sense of agency among marginalized or impoverished community members. I think that the Global Social Benefit Fellowship through the Miller Center at Santa Clara will allow me to do just that. Through working as a fellow with the Social Enterprise Development in Gardening, I will not only be able to apply the knowledge and the skill set that I've developed through my work at the Forge Garden, but I will also be able to learn how a social enterprise is using sustainable agriculture as a tool to address certain social injustices in the communities that they're working with. I'm grateful that my passion for sustainable community-based agriculture has led me to this opportunity, and I'm eager for all of the learning to come.